trying your best and doing your best and being passionate about something. If you have those ingredients, you can really achieve anything in the world, and I've really discovered this through climbing. The Firewall is a really beautiful venue in Cape Town. It has a very wild and dramatic feeling. The challenge for me was to see whether I could move over the rock in sort of a fluid way in which I'd like to move. I think my sort of 10 years of climbing experience really worked for me in that situation, in the sense that I had, although I felt afraid to fall such a long distance, I had trust in the gear and in the situation that I would be safe. But there certainly is a moment of excitement where you know you're going to fall a really long way, and you just kind of have to go for it, see what happens. We try to invent the most difficult ways to get to the top, and getting to the top is just sort of a byproduct of the climb, really. And so in itself it's quite an arbitrary thing to do, but it has immense personal meaning, and that's where sort of the challenge and the excitement of rock climbing lies.
Trail running is not so much about racing, but about finding out more about yourself. It's about racing your limitations. You know, you're looking at a hill, at a section of rock, gravel, whatever it is, and you're like, can I suffer beyond what I suffered before? And you know, making it to the top of a steep something and you've just utterly spent, but knowing that you broke through that barrier within yourself. I think that's the thing that really attracts me to trail running, and just to be out there on the mountain. So I think it's really about what you want to achieve for yourself. It's not so much about measuring yourself against the performance of someone else.
It's quite a privilege to be involved with First Ascent, because it was proven again during the making of Be the First, simply because we went to some of the most amazing places in South Africa. We visited some of the most beautiful mountain ranges, we saw some lovely beaches, we went to really truly amazing places, but it was particularly special to me because I've got to visit some of my old stomping grounds, so places where I learned to experience the outdoors, places where I learned what the skill of hiking and surviving in the outdoors means. I like the story of Be the First because for me what that means is not necessarily getting to a particular place as the first person to get there, or to be the first to do something amazing, or whatever the case may be. Be the first to me means be the first to do something for yourself.
My challenge was to ride up Swartberg Pass as fast as I can. I've done it a bunch of times before, and it's always a very, very challenging pass to ride. And the last time I went up Swartberg Pass, it kicked my ass. Being the first is always a personal challenge. Everyone has a certain goal that they'd like to achieve. Generally, to just finish a race is an average goal. I go out there to give it my utmost best. This time I came here to try and go up that pass as fast as I can and try and beat my own personal best.
You don't really need to win to be the first.
For me, being the first is definitely a personal challenge.
If I get to the finish and I'm completely spent, then I know I gave it my all, and that is what it means to be the first for me.
Whatever it is that you set out to do, whatever it is that your challenge is, be the first to do that for yourself. Don't wait for someone else to push you in that direction. You go out and you do it.